Have you ever wondered what would happen if Senku's revival fluid had one tiny, world-altering flaw? What if, after 3,700 years frozen in stone, the miracle formula he created could only bring back? Women, imagine this: the petrification wave ends. Senku Ishigami, the 10 billion% certain science prodigy, breaks free. He's alone, just like in the original story. He works tirelessly, counting every second, until he finally perfects the revival fluid. He pours it over a statue, his heart pounding with anticipation. But something's different, it fails. He tries again and again. Confusion turns to cold, hard realization. The formula only reacts to a specific biological marker found exclusively in females. Humankind's future now rests on a completely different path. He can't revive Taiju, he can't revive Tsukasa. The only way forward is to build a new world with the other half of humanity. With this shocking discovery, Senku's priorities shift. He isn't looking for muscle or brawn, he's looking for brains and essential skills. He meticulously selects his first candidates. He revives a brilliant surgeon to handle medical emergencies, an agricultural expert to guarantee a food supply, a mechanical engineer to help build the foundations of science, and a seasoned hunter for immediate sustenance. He even brings back a historian, knowing that understanding the past is crucial to avoiding its mistakes. This first group isn't a tribe, it's a highly specialized, all-female survival team. There's no hierarchy based on strength, only on knowledge and skill. Every woman is an equal, a vital cog in the machine of civilization. They immediately get to work, their combined intellect and determination creating a powerhouse of progress. This isn't just about survival anymore, it's about building a better, more efficient world from scratch. This new kingdom of science explodes with progress. With a team composed of specialists from the get-go, advancements happen at a breathtaking pace. Forget the slow grind, we're talking about a scientific revolution on fast forward. The doctor establishes a sterile clinic, drastically reducing the risk of infection and disease. The farmer, using her modern knowledge, implements crop rotation and creates fertilizers, leading to a food surplus within the first year. The engineer and Senku are a dynamic duo, blueprinting and constructing everything from advanced furnaces to water purification systems. They don't just rediscover electricity, they build a full-fledged power grid, lighting up their city and powering their new inventions. Shelters aren't just huts, they're thoughtfully designed, multi-story buildings. Metal tools, advanced medicine, and even early communication devices are developed at a speed that would make the original timeline look primitive. This matriarch kingdom of science isn't just surviving. It's thriving, becoming a beacon of innovation in the stone world. But this rapid development brings new, unique challenges. Without a traditional warrior class, how do they defend their shining city of science? The brute force approach is off the table. Senku and his team of engineers have to outthink their problems, not overpower them. Their solution? 10 billion% technological. They focus their genius on defensive automation. Instead of spears and shields, they build a perimeter of sophisticated traps and sensor networks powered by their new electrical grid. Senku, never one to think small, designs and prototypes steam-powered automatons, early-stage robots that can patrol, carry heavy loads, and act as a formidable deterrent. He even tinkers with creating reconnaissance drones, using basic chemical reactions for propulsion and lightweight materials for flight. Their defense isn't about muscle, it's about tactical superiority. They prove that in the stone world, the biggest brain is mightier than the biggest bicep. Their strategy is to make their kingdom so technologically daunting that any potential foe would think twice before even trying to attack. Just when they've established their high-tech utopia, a new variable enters the equation. A group of men far from Senku's settlement begins to awaken naturally. No revival fluid, no scientific intervention, they just break free from the stone on their own. This group is different. They've survived through pure physical strength and primal instinct. They are a tribe of warriors, led by a charismatic, but ruthless leader who values power above all else. When their scouts discover Senku's brightly lit, highly advanced civilization, they don't see progress. They see a threat. They see a strange, unnatural society of women wielding technology they can't comprehend. To them, Senku's kingdom is an anomaly that must be conquered and controlled. The initial encounters are tense. Misunderstandings and suspicion grow on both sides, and the peaceful stone world is suddenly on the brink of its very first war. The clash of ideologies, brawn versus brains, tradition versus innovation, is about to ignite. The two civilizations stand at a crossroads, with the future of humanity hanging in the balance. Two paths emerge. The first is the path of diplomacy. Senku, ever the pragmatist, sees the potential for cooperation. He knows that combining their scientific knowledge with the men's survival skills and raw power could create an unstoppable force for progress. He could attempt to bridge the gap, using science not as a weapon, but as a universal language. Imagine demonstrations of medicine, agriculture, and power generation, proving that technology benefits everyone. This could lead to a peaceful integration, a society where both groups learn from each other. But there's a darker, more volatile path: all-out war. If the male tribe's leader refuses to see reason, viewing science as a trick and the matriarchy as a challenge to his authority, conflict is inevitable. Senku would be forced to weaponize his inventions, unleashing the full defensive might of his kingdom of science to protect his people and their way of life. It would be a war unlike any other, pitting steam-powered robots against stone spears. In the midst of this escalating tension, whether it's a cold war of suspicion or a hot war of open conflict, Senku has a breakthrough. Working tirelessly in his lab, spurred on by the urgent need to find a solution, he finally cracks the code. He discovers the missing component, the one variable he overlooked in the revival fluid. He creates a modified formula, a universal needle that can revive everyone, regardless of their biology. The secret to restoring all of humanity is finally in his hands. But this discovery doesn't instantly solve the world's problems. It magnifies them. The stakes are now higher than ever. Senku holds the power to repopulate the entire planet. The question is no longer if humanity can be saved, but what kind of humanity will emerge? Will he share this power? If he revives everyone, will it lead to peace and cooperation, or will old world conflicts and prejudices return with a vengeance? The future now depends entirely on one choice. Can these two fledgling civilizations put aside their differences for the greater good, or will they tear each other apart for control of the new world? And this brings us to potential endings for our story. First, the path of peace. Through a combination of dazzling scientific demonstrations and tense but successful negotiations, Senku convinces the leader of the men's tribe that cooperation is the only logical path forward. The new universal revival fluid is shared. Men and women are revived together, their skills and strengths integrated into a single, unified society. The kingdom of science expands, becoming the largest, most advanced nation the stone world has ever seen. It's a new dawn for humanity, built on mutual respect and a shared dream of rebuilding the future. But there is a darker possibility. What if the war happens and the kingdom of science wins? What if they are forced to use their technological superiority to crush their opposition? In this ending, the matriarch civilization, hardened by conflict, becomes the planet's dominant power. They might decide that sharing the revival fluid is too risky, choosing instead to selectively rebuild the world in their own image, a world governed by the cold, hard logic of science. It becomes a world of incredible progress, but perhaps one where a crucial part of humanity's heart was lost in the battle. Which future would you choose? Let me know down in the comments which ending you think is more likely. It's a fascinating thought experiment, right? If you enjoyed this what if journey into the world of Dr. Stone, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite anime. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.